hardest thing about Tevar is reconciling the director with the film. Amit Ravindernath Sharma is an award-winning advertising whiz-kid. Among his many triumphs is a deeply moving commercial for Google about two childhood friends who lose each other during partition and are reunited by their Google-empowered grandchildren. I tear up every time I see it. But Tevar shows only intermittent flashes of his enormous talent. An adaptation of the Telugu blockbuster Okadu, Tevar is tiring, predictable, and largely banal. Pintu, played by Arjun Kapoor, lives in Agra. Radhika, played by Sonakshi Sinha, is a Mathura girl. Their paths cross when Radhika is being abducted by Bahubali Gajendra, played by Manoj Bajpayee. Gajendra is your usual murderous UP criminal politician. He barely listens to his Home Minister brother and is happy to stab a rival to death in broad daylight on a busy highway. But then Gajendra sees Radhika and becomes mesmerized. In one of the film's best scenes, he proposes to Radhika saying, मान लिया कुछ मर्डर वर्डर कर रखे हैं, मगर इसका मतलब नहीं कि मैं प्यार नहीं कर सकता. Naturally, Radhika is having none of it. She tries to get away. Pintu comes to the rescue and they spend the rest of the film getting away from Gajendra and his henchmen. What's interesting here is the idea of a psychotic killer being undone by love. Bajpayee is a wonderfully skilled actor. There are moments here when he almost manages to make Gajendra vulnerable. But mostly, the narrative requires him to be a one-note psycho. The other two leads don't get much layering either. Thankfully, Sonakshi does more here than she has in her last 5 indistinguishable masala films. There are some lovely close-ups of her expressive face, but Radhika doesn't have much to do except be rescued again and again. Her singular defining character trait is that she doesn't like peas, so she spends time picking it out of her matar paneer. The weight of the film lies on Arjun's shoulders. He's likable enough as the goofy, kabaddi-obsessed small-town boy who unwittingly finds himself pitted against power and evil. Arjun can convincingly beat half a dozen men to pulp, but he can't infuse newness into the labored storyline. Amit creates some striking sequences. His supporting cast features some real standouts, from Mahendra Mevati, who plays Radhika's brother, to Raj Babbar and Dipti Naval. The camera work by Lakshman Otekar is distinctive, but the film remains tonally inconsistent. In some places, it's a full-on South-style entertainer with songs randomly tacked on and too many unattractive men screaming and breaking bones. In other places, they were strains for realism and emotional authenticity. The end result is a mishmash that left me exhausted and unsatisfied. I'm going with 2 stars.
Subscribe to Film Companion on YouTube to get your film fix.